Welcome to this channel. The channel is for educations and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So the notions of educations is to rebraid everybody with the proper informations. So today I like to share with you something I don't even imagine it could happen. And that is I got message from China from a group of people in China, a group of Wing Chun Sifus and many people researcher in China. So today I like to share this with you. So I got a message from China, a message I would like to share with you because this group of people told me, let the world know because everybody is Wing Chuners. So it turns out that many of our Wing Chun friends in China or Chinese Kung Fu sifus in China have watched my YouTube, like this one and the one yesterday about the Yin Kei San note. So yesterday at 7:06 p.m., they messaged me. I don't even know who they are. They messaged me. Turns out to be a group of people there. And if you read Chinese, you know what it means. And then they leave me a message. And I leave them back message, voice message, and then leave back. End up that we are in the call for about 1 hour with this group of people. So I'm going to tell you what I heard. Thus I have heard. Like in the Buddha Sutta, thus I have heard. So this group of people tell me they have already noticed that there are people, and group of people went to China distorting the Chinese culture, such as Wing Chun, creating contradictions between lineages, just to make an opening that they become the authority. They have the authority to speak. They are the expert to speak for Wing Chun and different things. They build up the authority by creating all those problems to clean up the path for them to sell their product and their books. So this is, I'm quote unquote, this is what China told me. So the message is, Wing Chuner, you have to be careful. Don't fall into the trap of creating these contradictions among the lineage, like last year, about is Yin Kei San the teacher of Wing Chun? What is that for? You know, it is for product and selling and their books. We all know about it, right? So this group of people in China tell me that they have already noticed that. Okay? They are observing that. There are people doing that. And then they told me, we in China, if we have our genealogies, we want to make investigations on that lineage, we are not going to use this type of writing. We're going to go to the lineage head man, the gatekeeper, asking for the proper writing in the past generations because the Chinese have different version. Depend on do you have the real proper transmissions. Sometimes they even purposely make it incomplete or purposely mix something up. Why? Because they don't want to share this to everybody. That is their property. This thing here is a written of somebody, a copy of somebody, and even in the communist create Chinese character. So they say they are not going to use these versions if they want to do or when they want to do the research in. It's not that the Chinese don't know, they know. Okay? So be careful. He said that you need to go to talk to the gatekeeper to ask for that appropriate copy, the proper copy in the inner transmissions. Or else you're going to see all kinds of stuff there because they purposely want to miss some informations or put some information in just to stir the entire thing up so you don't see what it is there. So this is one thing. So this is not legit. Using this is not legit. The saying that this is all using this, it is not legit. You need to have a copy from the lineage holder. Okay? Now, they pointed out in this YouTube, they say that where the notes truly written in the 1800s. So there are questions about the Snake Crane Wing Chun book, the notes. Is that in the 1800s? So our friend in China said the conclusion is no, no, this is the last could have been written in 20s, written in 20s, 1920s, 1930s. So the Chinese friend, our Wing Chun brothers told me he doesn't know Chinese. Why? This is the proof they told me in the phone. When the so-called expert sinologist professor is explaining or decoding this Snake Crane Wing Chun writing here. Over here, he said that 不做江湖人, not to be 江湖 person. He said that, so this is the professor or the sinologist or the experts, his translation. Don't become secret society person. The secret society person is wrong. This just shows that he doesn't know Chinese. Not the Chinese in the previous and not the Chinese today. Just for these three simple words, 江湖人. So they sent me this. This is what 江湖人, you can take a snapshot here. This is what 江湖人mean in the old definitions and today's definitions. So this is the summary, and I make a Google translate for you. Okay, you take a snapshot. Okay, here, let me give you time. Take a snapshot. Okay, so our friend in China sent me this, and I made it in a Google Translate. I didn't touch it. Okay, so what 江湖人 mean? Jianghu people refer to those wander the fringes of society outside the constraints of mainstream society. In the early days, this term often referred to those who earn a living by performing arts, selling medicine, meaning snake oil, or fortune telling in the place like city, market, and temple. Today's Jianghu also refer to a place where complex interpersonal relationship and power struggle exist. Therefore, Jianghu people can generally refer to those who compete for fame and fortune and engage in deceitful scheme in the workplace, politics, and entertainment circle. Sorry, it is not secret society people. So they told me this is nonsense. Okay, when I try to solve this problem, were they not truly written in the 1800s and say no, no, it's in the 1920s? It is nonsense because how could you, a sinologist, don't know that the 江湖人, as what they define the Chinese from the ancient to today, and as Google Translate, I share with you. Take a snapshot, or you can go to Google to check it out. Okay? So that's got nothing to do with secret society. So over here, it just say this. Okay, so this come with a couple. Let me explain you. Okay, this is me explain to you. Every two is a couple. Every two is a couple. This is a couple. This is a couple. This is a couple. This is a couple. So there's one, two, three. Okay, one, two, three, three, four. Four couples there. And this couple is say that your art must not pass to the Westerner, the white people. Do not be the Jianghu person, meaning that you don't want to be those like selling snake oil. No moral, just as here say. As here say, Jianghu people can generally refer to those who compete for fame and fortune and engage in deceitful scheme in the workplace, politics, and entertainment circle. So it is meaning that don't teach this Wing Chun to the Westerner, the white, and do not be those people who is low, okay, deceive people, selling snake oil, cheating. This is what it means. You know, based on this, not teaching the white and the Westerner. You know when the era. That's the era of 1890s when the Qing is starting the what? The Boxer labyrinths. At that time, the Qing dynasty, the emperors, is asking, is giving power to those chaotic people, cult people, to what? To attack the Westerner, missionaries, and so forth. It's crazy. And at that time is they have this hatred, the Qing dynasty, not Chinese, okay? There's a Qing dynasty, hatred towards the Westerner. That's why he said that the art must not teach to the white people, 夷狄. So from here, you know it is 1800s, the late 1800s. So it showed that he had no idea what is the Chinese language at different era. So how could you make a statement like that and saying that so it is not the writing is not from 1800? Sorry, when is it in the 20s, 1920s, 1930s that anybody that's already modern China, we overthrown the Qing, Sun Yat-sen, You know who Sun Yat-sen is, American, right? He come to San Francisco. We have this anti-Qing. We have this Wing Chun anti-Qing. As I share with you in the YouTube I referred to yesterday in the podcast between me and Mark, right? We don't against the American. American is really well to us, to the Chinese, given partial of the money to build university and then get the Chinese come to America and go study. The missionary is trying to help the Chinese. This is the old thinking at the Qing dynasty, the end of Qing dynasty. He doesn't know. If he know this, these two terms, yi di, he will know that this is at the time of the Boxer Librarian. Who you guys who don't know about Boxer Librarian, please go watch the YouTube. The Boxer Librarian thinking they can their body have this qigong anti-bullets, and then they wage war with Japan and the West, and then they lost the hell out of it. They have to pay money, and the American take partial of what they pay the USA to build university in China, and that university is still here today. Okay, and people come to USA and study, and at that time, as what I say again, Dr. Sun Yat-sen living in San Francisco, Chinatown. Today you can go there. Okay, that is where they plan to overturn this the Qing dynasty, we just have really problematic thinking. Okay? So this have proved that he doesn't know the Chinese culture. Now, another thing the Chinese friend told me, he said that because the synodist said that, oh, the triads book manual and green gang and red gang. Well, this is just top books. If you want to talk about that, you have to be having the inner classic and documents and everything. You don't just go talk this one. And then 江湖人misinterpret into this secret society person and then start to talking about gang. Well, in this channel, I already shared with you. You want to talk about the anti-Qing, those are not gang, they are anti-Qing. Okay. Sun Yat-sen, the father of modern China, is also the anti-Qing. It is the Chinese Freemasons. Wing Chun's ancestor is also Chinese Freemasons. So as what I shared with you before, we have this document. You can go find it in what? Verify it in San Francisco, Chinatown, Chinese Freemasons. And verify those in where? Sacramento, in the university, in the library, where the Chinese Freemasons San Francisco donate this historical article there. Okay, you need to have this kind of thing, and you need to match the thing out. And as why I share with you that this is the the signature, the identity of Wing Chun. It's a female art. It is belong to the anti-Qing. Sorry, don't give me this red gang, green gang stuff. This is anti-Qing. Okay, and again, we have all the writing. So this is called transmissions. And at the same time, Hong Sing Choi Lei Fat also belong to the anti-Qing. So they have their poem and so forth. I share with you guys in my YouTube and the podcast with Mark, right? And all this thing can be verified with history. That's how it is. There's no such thing as there's a book of this, there's a book of that. So as yesterday I shared with everybody, if you don't have the transmission, please don't act as an expert or have the try to be authority. You are not. You don't know what it is. You don't know how deep the water. So right now, uh, from this thing, pointing out that you are not going to use this to research, pointing out that, come on, okay, this Jianghu Ren, it is not a secret society person, okay? And I pointed out that this person have no idea of this character, this language they used in the 1890s, that time for the anti, the Westerner, and then our Chinese friend pointed out that they don't know about this gang stuff, this anti-Qing stuff. Okay, that's why I share with you here in details. So why play all this expert here? Why play all this expert here? Making a conclusion to twisting thing around. So this apply to this. So this apply to this. The Jianghu people can generally refer to those who compete for fame and fortune and engage in deceitful scheme in the workplace, politics, and entertainment cycle. Okay, so this is from China. The message from our China brothers. You need to know what is the bottom line. We cannot screw the Wing Chun culture, the Wing Chun inheritance. Just because somebody want authority, playing a coup, try to make all this trouble. And now we know who they are. So in the secret note, if you want, you can watch this YouTube. This YouTube. This is the gatekeeper of Snake Crane Wing Chun. This is Law Sifu. His grandfather is the one who wrote this 1890s notes. You go watch this YouTube, see how he explained to you what happened, at that time, who his grandfather worked for, and so forth. And if you want to do a research, go look for him, to asking him politely for that proper thing. And over here, this YouTube, please read it. He is actually cleaning up. Somebody is screwing up the family trees. Again, distorting the facts, the truth of Snake Crane Wing Chun to what? To become an authority, to sell their product, their books. So this is what I like to share with you. You want to have the information, go to the proper channel and the proper sinologist, the proper scholar. As the message from China, this is unacceptable. It doesn't have that level of understanding in China, but act like understanding the Chinese culture. So this is what I like to share with you. And I would like everybody to really think deeply. Maybe even the YouTuber who make that YouTube also is for a prey of the scheme where he don't know. But listen to this guy, this expert, this self-proclaimed expert. It's just like this. Until this gatekeeper of Snake Crane Wing Chun the Grandmaster Law come out and straighten that, hey, the family tree has been corrupted purposely by somebody, there will be a lot of follower there. There will be a lot of follower there. They don't know. They thought that who told them is legit authority, right? So here, I have no issue with everybody. I just share with you the informations from China, from the Wing Chun practitioner. And they got nothing to do with politics or anything. It has got thing to do with one thing. Don't let the culture be distorted just because somebody want to build their reputations, make themselves authority. And this apply to all race, all country. We are not in America, we are not going to see people doing those, isn't it? We are not, right? It doesn't matter, it's the Japanese culture, it is Korean culture, it is the French culture, it is the German culture, it is the Indian culture. We protect that. Why? Because we human. We want the truth. We don't want to get cheated by those 江湖人. Okay? So 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 that is what it is. So this is what I like to share with you. If you guys screw up, change the direction right away. You know people is putting a spotlight on those activity in China already. Okay? People know. And it is enough. What is the point to do those kind of stuff? So Wing Chuners, if you want to learn something, like somebody leave a message under my yesterday's YouTube, go learn from the how to say that the proper lineage, the authentic lineage. You want to learn from Grandmaster Yip Man, go to proper lineage. You want to learn from Grandmaster Yun Kei San, you go to the proper lineage, proper people. You want to learn from uh, Snake Crane Wing Chun, go to the proper people. Not others playing expert but have no idea what is going on. Okay? Go to the oldest grandmasters line and asking them politely if you want to learn. Now every lineage is good. Every lineage have his strength. Everything is worth to learn. Okay, so this is what I like to share with you today with this a message from China uh, 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 video. Okay, so this is a message from China video. There's no politics, no discrimination, but Wing Chun has to stand on a solid ground. Wing Chun cannot afford today. This guy is a grandmaster. Like the guy who said that her, who twisted the entire thing and making himself a grandmaster of Snake Crane Wing Chun. And the guy who have no idea on the 1850 Wing Chun go out there and say, well, there's no Ermei connection. And there's the guy who using what I taught them to say, oh, there's a 1700 Wing Chun. They are the grandmaster, internal grandmaster. Sorry, the guy who said that there's no Ermei connection, he don't believe, couldn't even know how to breathe. Yes, he doesn't even know how to breathe. And yet, that's why I share everybody. I wrote the entire thing in my book, Wing Chun Nei Gong Decode. You just go using that and check them. And now is you can check them scientifically. So why do I want to do this reform on the scientific tracking? So I have to be honest with you guys. Everybody have to be honest. There's only that way we don't screw the Wing Chun brothers and sisters. Only that way Wing Chun can be better. Now, sure, I don't make money. I have enough to do my research and share it out to the world. But not everybody is as lucky as me. So can you make money? I have never object for people making money with teaching Wing Chun. In fact, I ask people to go teach Wing Chun and make a lot of money. It's like you go to Stanford, how much Stanford University, how much you have to pay. You go to MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, how much you tuition you have to pay? A lot of money. So why do people pay that a lot of money? It's legit. Why? Because they provide quality educations, high quality educations. If you want money, you want to be grandmaster, I encourage you to be so. Like the Stanford. Be like Stanford or Massachusetts Institute of Technology in Wing Chun. I praise you because you educated elite. You have good education for people. You don't mess around with just try to twist around of the history or anything, selling snake oil. And you screw all the Wing Chuners and you screw Wing Chun. Those are not acceptable. Those are destroying, those are geniuses. You are destroying races, you are destroying culture. So it's legit that you can make money. Why not? Okay? So you make money, you know the bottom line, you have the quality, like you're selling a product. Don't tell me all this mo tak, all this you know this, all this seafood says all this nonsense. Don't tell me this. Go American way. You want to sell a product, you have a specification with the product, you back that specifications. So when you sell this for $1,000, you have $1,000 of worth or more giving to the customer. That's a fair trade. So I never like to talk about this virtue, morality. I just thinking that just let's downgrade in the American way. What is the value you provide for the customer? And all the Wing Chuners are consumer. Hey, I buy that thing. Does it worth that much? Does it back by the manufacturing on the specs? Or it is all fake stuff here, fake specifications. Try to attack some other iPhone or whatever phone. Just try to make you authority. Authority for what? Show the product, show the quality of the product, and then you deserve to make as much money you want. You deserve all the title as grandmaster. Until then, people are not stupid.